official. It's 100% official. 2 weeks ago, I made a video about the possibility of Silent Hills being canceled because I had read that Guillermo del Toro announced that it was canceled, but I was like, I don't know, and I made the video venting my frustrations, and back then, I was in the denial stage. Now I'm in the shocked and pissed the fuck off stage. Um, it is now 100% official. Guillermo del Toro announced it, Norman Reedus announced it, and Hideo Kojima announced it, and Konami announced it. And I can't even put into words how pissed off I am. I'll tell you why I'm really pissed off as my camera goes blurry for no fucking reason. When I play horror games, I look to be vulnerable. I love the feeling of being unable to protect myself and having to hide. I don't like being given weapons to defend myself. I like the vulnerability. And, I like being scared. I love being scared, actually. I love being scared. And PT is the scariest game I have ever played before in my entire life. Now, for those of you who have been loyal to my channel, which probably not a lot of you, but for those of you who have, I've played a lot of horror games. I've played Penumbra, I've played Amnesia, I've played Slender. Those games are like Sesame Street compared to PT. I did not like Amnesia. A lot of people say Amnesia's, scary as hell. I didn't get it at all. And I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy. Believe me when I tell you, I am the antithesis of a tough guy. A chipmunk, freaking a squirrel could probably beat the shit out of me with very little problems. So I'm not a tough guy at all. But Amnesia just was not scary to me, even slightly. And I tried it a number of times. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't find it scary at all. I just, it was too much waiting and, just too much bullshit. I just didn't like it. That and the setting, with medieval and the castle setting, I didn't enjoy it. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not my cup of tea. Silent Hill, Silent Hill was the first scary game I ever played, and I played that when I was 12, maybe 13. Great parenting, Mom. And then my camera's back in focus again. Cool. And then I played PT last August, and like I said in the previous video, that game scared the shit out of me. To this day, in my nightmares, I still see Lisa. And I'm still worried that Lisa's gonna pop up in my dreams, and she actually has occasionally. More often than not, it's her shadow, her spazzing out shadow, that I see. I don't usually see her a lot, but most of the time when it's like around a corner, I see her shadow on the on the wall spazzing out, and I'm like, all right, I ain't fucking going over there because I don't want to see her. So yeah, to this day, and it's like what, like September, October, November, December, February, March. It's like 8-9 months later, my camera went blurry as fuck. Don't know why. And but yeah, PT is the scariest game I ever played before in my entire life, and I adored the shit out of PT. And here's the thing: I got a notification on my PS4 a few days ago that PT has been removed from the PlayStation Store, and that if you delete PT off of your hard drive, you're never getting it back. And that was just the nail in the fucking coffin. I couldn't believe it. I officially loathe Konami. I hate everything about them now. I no longer am going to support them. But I didn't feel bad for me when I read that notification. I felt bad for people who never played it. Because the thing is, and this is really crazy, that, and my camera goes blurry as I tell you this, I have watched a shit ton, like probably over 100 videos of people playing PT, and it's one thing to watch it on the computer, but it's a whole nother thing to turn on your PS4 and to play it on the PS4. Because I went to my brother's place last week to watch Pacquiao versus Mayweather. Fuck you, Mayweather. He had PT because he agrees, he feels the same way I do about PT. You know, he loved it too. And I played PT for the first time in a long time, and it's like a night and day difference. It's a night and day difference. Like, it's crazy. Watching it on the computer and everything, even with perfect quality, nothing can compare to actually watching it on your television with the controller in hand. I was blown away. I was like, holy shit. And he was just like, dude, imagine, man. Imagine not what could have been, what would have been. What would have been. Because this game, they had I don't give a shit about graphics, but they actually doled down the graphics for PT in order to make it look like an independent developer made it. You know, and the fact that it's so goddamn lifelike with downgraded graphics. Could you imagine what would have been if Silent Hills actually saw the fucking light of day and actually happened? It would have been the scariest game ever made. And the fact that there was speculation that it could have been released on Project Morpheus, which is Sony's answer to the, what's it called? The Oculus Rift. I would have played the shit out of that on Project Morpheus. I most likely would have chickened out within 10 seconds, but I definitely would have done it. 100% I would have done it, because I love scary games. PT was a petrifying game. It was absolutely terrifying. And, it was absolutely crazy that that playing it is like night and day between watching it on YouTube. It's ridiculous, and and now I'm just left with a sour taste in my mouth because fucking I'm still in the I'm still in the shock stage. I like when I think about it and when I talk about it, I do occasionally lose my train of thought, because this is I don't think it's probably, this is the biggest letdown in video gaming that I've ever experienced in my entire life. We got Bill Ponderosa hardcore. You know, it's ridiculous. On a quick side note, there's going to be a Nintendo themed theme park opening up in Florida, probably within a few years. It's going to be rumored to be replacing the Marvel superheroes of the Islands of Adventure. I don't like that, because I love that shit. But I am curious to see how it's going to play out, but I don't think it's going to be that great. Mainly because, Nintendo I feel is a harder theme to nail than like the Marvel superheroes and everything like that. I'm interested in it, but we'll see what happens. But back to the topic at hand. The other video I posted a few weeks ago actually got like over 200 views in like 2 days, which is really cool, and I thank you all for that. I was hoping that video would kind of be like a video petition or of sorts, but that didn't work out. And speaking of petitions, there's actually been a couple of petitions to get Silent Hills to see the light of day, and it's gotten like 500,000 signatures or whatever. That's cool and all, but you can get every single person in the world to sign a petition, and it's not going to make a bit of difference, unfortunately. Excuse me, unfortunately. I mean, I would sign it, but it's not gonna do anything. It's Konami. Konami is gonna be the most hated game company for the rest of the year. I guess they like to throw away money. They cancel Silent Hills. They might as well just stand on a bridge with a bucket full of money and just toss it over, because that's exactly what they're doing with Silent Hills. And I actually read that Konami's announcement. My camera's back in good standing. Konami released a statement saying that Silent Hills is canceled, yes, but we are focused on delivering more Silent Hill games to continue the franchise. And I laughed at that. And I'll tell you why I laughed. Because whatever they cook up, it's not even going to be a quarter of what Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima had in store for us for Silent Hill. It's not even going to be a quarter of it. As a matter of fact, I really don't have any interest in it. You know, if and when information is available about the new Silent Hill game, sure, I'll look it up. But I am not excited about it at all. And this Silent Hills, man, what would have been. Fuck what could have been. What would have been. So, yeah, I just needed to vent a bit more, explain my frustration, and somebody actually told me to make more videos like this. And I do actually kind of enjoy letting it out and talking about it because I love video games. I've been a gamer for over 20 years. And it's a huge part of my life, so it's actually pretty cool to talk about. If you guys have any topics you want me to talk about like this, then by all means, I'm completely 100% open to making these video blogs, I guess you can call them, about video gaming or 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 whatever. Unfortunately, I am picky, so it's probably it'll have to be a topic that I'm actually interested in. Anyway, let me shut up. I talk too much. Fuck Konami. Fuck Kojima. And that's all I gotta say. Well, would have been.